It was 6:42 a.m. when I heard the knock. Soft at first. Then again. 3 times. Then silence. I thought I was dreaming, maybe even still half asleep, but when I shuffled to the door and peered through the peephole, I saw him, Ryan. My daughter's groom. Still in his tuxedo, though it was rumpled now, with dirt on the knees. His eyes were swollen, red-rimmed, and when I opened the door, he didn't say a word. He just looked at me, and then, like a broken dam, the tears started pouring down. I never expected to see him, especially not like this. Not after what happened the day before. You see, I wasn't invited to my only daughter's wedding. Not because I was ill, not because I was out of town, and not because of some simple mix-up. I was banned. Told outright not to come. My daughter, Emily, looked me in the eye 2 months ago and said, "You're not welcome at my wedding, Mom. Please don't show up." That moment. It shattered me. Emily and I have always had a complicated relationship. She's her father's daughter through and through. Greg, my ex-husband, was the fun parent. Yes, parent. He let her skip curfew, gave her ice cream for dinner after breakups, snuck her new clothes when I told her we had to save. I was the one who enforced bedtime. I set the limits. I was the one who made sure we didn't go into debt so she could have a prom dress that cost half a paycheck. When Greg and I divorced, Emily was just turning 17. Right at that volatile age where you think the world is black and white. She chose him. Not outright, but over time. She visited him more, called him more. And me? I became the strict one. The cold one. The one she only came to when she had no other option. So when she got engaged, I didn't hear it from her. I saw it on Instagram, her and Ryan posing in the mountains, her ring glittering in the sunlight, her smile bigger than I'd seen in years. I commented a simple, "Congratulations, sweetheart." She didn't even like the comment. A week later, I got a message, "I'm getting married in May. Please don't come. I don't want drama. This day is about happiness." My hands shook as I read it. I had no idea what I'd done to deserve being excluded from the most important day of her life. I'd never screamed at her. Never tried to interfere. I may have disagreed with her choices at times, but I loved her fiercely. Still do. I didn't respond to that message. What was there to say? I cried for 2 days straight. I had even made her a quilt, an old family tradition passed from mother to daughter. Each square was stitched with little memories, her first tooth, her first recital, her graduation. It sat folded on my bed, untouched, unwanted. So, when I opened my front door and saw Ryan there, crying on my porch, I didn't know what to think. He sat at my kitchen table for what felt like hours, clutching the mug I handed him. His hands trembled as he sipped the coffee, as if warming his palms could help thaw the frost that had settled around him. "She didn't tell me," he finally said, voice hoarse. "Didn't tell you what?" I asked cautiously. "That she didn't invite you." I said nothing. "I found out when I asked where you were before we walked down the aisle. I figured maybe you were running late or sitting in the back. But she just looked at me and said, 'She's not coming.' I told her not to." He rubbed his face. I thought she was joking. I didn't believe her. He paused, took a deep breath. I asked her why. She said you were always critical. Controlling. That you made her feel small growing up. My heart sank. "I'm not here to judge you," Ryan said gently. "But I've watched you. From the edges. I've seen how you always sent her birthday cards. How you dropped everything to help us move when her dad forgot he promised. You came to her college graduation, even when she didn't invite you to the ceremony. You stood at the back gate with a bouquet and didn't even ask to come in." I blinked fast, trying to stop the tears. "She says you never supported her." But I see someone who never stopped trying. I looked down, voice trembling. Maybe I pushed too hard. Maybe I wasn't warm enough. But everything I did it because I thought it was right. I thought I was preparing her for a hard world. I didn't realize she thought I was the enemy. Ryan nodded. She's strong. But she's also scared. Afraid that if she forgives you, she'll have to face how much she's missed you. There was a long pause. I want her to forgive you, he added. Because someday, we'll have kids. And I want them to know their grandmother. It was my turn to cry then. In the following days, Ryan went back to Emily. He didn't lecture her. He didn't demand she change her mind. He just spoke his truth. He told her what he saw, what he felt. At first, she was furious. She thought I'd manipulated him somehow. But slowly, something softened. She called me a week later. Hi. My voice caught. Emily. I didn't know he went to see you, she said. But I'm glad he did. I couldn't respond. I just listened. I've been carrying a lot of stuff, Mom. Stuff I blamed you for. And I don't know if it's fair. But I know this, when I walked down the aisle, and I didn't see you there, something felt wrong. I exhaled, almost in disbelief. I know you made the quilt, she added. Ryan told me. Do you still have it? I stood, walked to the bedroom, and gently picked it up. Yes. Of course. Can I come by tomorrow? She asked. I'd like to see it. And you? When she came, we didn't dive into old wounds right away. We just sat. I gave her the quilt, and she ran her fingers over the stitching. Her eyes stopped at the square with the tiny ballet slippers. You remembered my first recital. I remember everything, I whispered. That night was the first step toward healing. She didn't apologize right away. And I didn't demand one. We just started over. A few months later, Emily and Ryan held a small ceremony in a park nearby. A vow renewal. No fancy decorations. No drama. Just them, close friends, and me. This time, she walked toward Ryan holding a bouquet of wildflowers, and halfway down the path, she stopped, turned, and motioned for me. I want you to walk me the rest of the way, she said. And we did. Together. When people ask about my daughter's wedding, I tell them, I didn't go to the first one. But I was there for the one that mattered. Because what matters isn't how the story begins. It's how it turns around. And sometimes, all it takes is one knock on the door, and the courage to answer it.